What's going on? Philly Podfest. Make some noise in the room today.
Woo!
Welcome to the Cinescape podcast, where we're changing the landscape of movie and TV news and reviews. We are so very excited to be a part of this year's Philly Podfest lineup. We just wanted to quickly thank the Philadelphia Podcast Society and our gracious host here at Tattooed Mom for having us a part of the lineup. My name is Sean Harrigan, and I am joined, as always, by Bill Rowdy Tazzi.
Woo!
And we have a very, very special guest. You might know her from a little radio program called the Preston and Steve Show on 93.3 WMMR, the associate producer of the show, Miss Marisa Magnatta.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
We are so, just like I said, we're so happy to be here, to get out of our studio, to get into a live audience format, to subject you all to what we subject our regular listeners
It's like
to.
a Viagra boner that just won't go away, right?
Absolutely. After 4 hours, if we haven't gone away, call the doctor. Yeah. But just a little quick history lesson about our show. We do movie news, we do TV news, reviews, all that good stuff. We get some special people in to interview from time to time. And we just have a lot of fun with the topics that we have on the docket. So we like to drink beer and get a little belligerent sometimes, and that makes for a little bit more fun show. But hopefully the product in the end will be enjoyable for you all. Bill, how the hell's it going today?
It's going great. I just authenticated my Dropbox, and it just took me through 8 buses that I had to click on and verify. So
now, did you get all the buses at the same time, or did you mess up and have to redo the
No,
whole
I
thing?
got them all. I'm pro at this. You know what I mean? I'm fully authenticated.
Well, that's good. Did you get internet working now?
Yeah, it's I'm personal hotspot here. I mean, I don't think anybody's connected to a personal hotspot in 10 years, but yeah. Personal hotspot. Everybody use my data. Let's go. Yeah. I didn't pay my bill.
It's called Tazi's iPhone. Just connect right to it. And Miss Marisa, how has your weekend been going so far?
So far, it's been pretty damn good. I haven't stopped working. This is the most relaxing thing I've done so far, so I'm excited to be here at Tattooed Moms. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
What's everybody drinking here?
Lion's Head. Yeah.
I have a little Tito's and water. That's my drink of choice.
Ooh, beautiful.
Let's get
beautiful.
some tequila in here.
Ooh. What time is it?
I got to drive home after this, Bill.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
We live in Bucksco, so we got
Oh,
a little bit
so
Preston and Steve, they have the Bucksco versus Delco competition starting on Monday. So
yeah, are you guys excited?
we're definitely pulling for Kathy on this one.
I can tell.
Sorry, Casey.
Bucks County.
See, I love how this has taken its own legs. Out of nowhere, it was just a stupid little schoolyard type spat.
Yeah, my county's better than your county. Yeah, we have the top 3 school district in all of Pennsylvania.
And we do more drugs than you guys do.
Yeah, we got more trees.
Bucksco isn't even a thing, right? We
No, it's not a
created
thing.
it.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
used the phrase Bucksco
We just
before
say Bucks.
ever.
We're from
Okay.
Bucks.
Upper Bucks, lower Bucks, right? That's a thing.
Lower Bucks.
Okay.
Lower Bucks.
What, did you hear
Kathy,
now?
Kathy's from Levittown, which is
Right.
where we're both from as well.
But did you hear the debate now about Jersey? About you have they're debating whether there is actually a central Jersey.
I saw that yesterday.
No.
Yes.
I mean, there is.
There is.
But is
Definitely,
that a real
100%.
thing? Yeah.
And it's very close to us. It would be that Trenton.
Yeah, I'm right across from
yeah.
Central Jersey, being
Exactly.
where I'm
Yes,
from.
you're. Yeah.
So,
See, it had created, when I went to school in Boston, and all of my roommates were from Long Island. And for the first 3 months of the semester, they all talked about going to the city all the time. And I was like, it is so cool that you guys go to Philadelphia. I didn't know that the city was New York. Because that's Central and North Jersey.
Right.
To us, the city, I just thought they were in Jersey. I don't know. They come to Philly. That's what it is.
And people from Long Island are in their own little world. It is this area that you have no way to talk about it unless you've actually lived there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Exactly.
Well, now that we've gotten our geography lesson out of the way for the day, the way that we always start off our shows is with our TV topics. So, Bill, we're going to get right into our TV Buzz segment. If you can read numero uno, please.
Yes, sir. The up-and-coming 8th season of American Horror Story has been... Ooh, there's that music. Yeah. Confirmed to be a crossover between Murder House and Coven, according to show creator Ryan Murphy. Sarah Paulson Evan Peters and Kathy Bates are all confirmed to lead Season 8, and Emma Roberts is also teased to return earlier this week.
So I don't know how big is everybody on American Horror Story
Horror
anymore.
Story fans, you guys still into it?
Especially the last couple seasons for us have not been the most enjoyable. Marissa, are you an American Horror Story watcher or fan?
Sadly, no. Gaga
You're
was
not
on
missing
that,
anything now.
right? The first couple of seasons were supposed to be really good.
They were, yeah.
I love that one musical that the banana game. Somebody help me out. What is it? The Fee-Fi Foam. The name game. Yes.
Was the hotel one? Was that Hotel? Asylum? Okay.
Remember in that one season when the guy got drilled in the butt with that screwdriver thing?
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. you remember that, right? Yeah, all right.
But Bill, just
somebody got it.
Just looking ahead at how season 8 was supposed to be, this flash forward into the not too distant future, and now they're kind of reneging on that and crossing over. We know that earlier, a couple months ago, they had said, which we were talking about the other day, that they were connecting all these different seasons with like the whole 7 Deadly Sins kind of thing. Talk about how you think this is going to play into that.
I mean, there's always that dynamic to it that we obviously learned about last year, where it's like, there are all these, it's all connected in that theme, which everybody had an idea about, but now, now you have the crossover between Murder House and Coven, and you wonder now, like, obviously what Deadly Sin is going to be left to go over. So, I mean, I'm going to be skeptical on this show, honestly, because it has lost me over the past few seasons.
Last two have been not so good.
So, I mean, I'll gauge it by how much it draws me in the first 6 episodes probably, and then go from there.
All right, so we'll look for that upcoming. We know Ryan Murphy actually signed a Netflix exclusive deal, so if that all plays out the way that we're thinking, this might actually be the last season of American Horror Story. So we'll have to wait on more news on that. But as we are going to move ahead from one horror-themed show to the next, Bill, read our next one.
Yes, sir. Though John Barenthal's character Shane was killed off during season 2, new set photos have surfaced showing Barenthal on the set of The Walking Dead as season 9 is currently filming. Barenthal will be reprising his character in currently an unknown capacity. Andrew Lincoln's character Rick and Lauren Cohen's Maggie are poised to be leaving the show after season 9. Showrunner Angela Kang also confirmed that there will be a time jump to move the story forward.
Time jump, you say?
Are you still on Walking Dead?
I'm still watching it, yeah.
Jesus, man.
I didn't start watching it until they were already in like season 3 because my wife got me hooked onto it. I was one of those, I don't care about zombies. This whole zombies genre is overdone. I don't care. Yeah. Then I started getting into it, and then I read all the comics too. And, maybe the last couple seasons haven't been all that good, but I'm still sticking around. Marissa, are you a Walking Dead fan?
I am 0 for 2 on this one, gentlemen.
0 for 2. Oh, man.
Oh, God, don't care.
All right, does anybody watch porn?
Fine.
DVDA.
All midget porn. Interracial,
Yeah, I don't discriminate, you know what I mean? We passed that leather shop on the way here. I might stop.
We're going to stop at Condom Kingdom after this.
Oh, yeah, so. Condom Kingdom, rib for
I
her
forgot
pleasure.
that store was still open. But however they wind up tying up this season The Walking Dead with these characters and actors leaving, I guess it's kind of showing that maybe the fan influence isn't really there. The ratings have been dipping over the last 2 seasons or so. Whether they're going to end it, whether they're going to keep it going, or make more spin-offs like we had talked about on a show a couple months ago, that was a possibility too. So we'll just have to keep on keeping on, waiting to see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Dude,
this next one, Star Trek Discovery showrunner Alex Kurtzman has signed a new 5-year deal with CBS that will include the expansion of the Star Trek TV universe. Entertainment Weekly has responded about rumors of 3 different Trek series, one of which may see the return of Patrick Stewart as Captain Picard from The Next Generation. Any Star Trek fans in here? Yeah.
David
All
is.
right.
David? Anybody else?
Transport out of here.
Make it so.
This is
Make
like
it so.
it's like
Make
all
it
the
so.
times he's saying
Make it so.
It's like a little
Make it so.
Make
Make it so.
I think we're gonna go 0 for 3, but Marissa, how
I
big
mean,
of
I
a
know about
how big of a
this stuff.
Trekkie are you?
I can do this thing.
There you go. She's
There we
living
go.
long and
Yeah,
prosper.
I got that
There
thing
you
Do you know what that
going.
means?
Peace be with you,
Yeah,
something like that,
and-
kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also
right?
with you.
Sign of the cross, and
Yeah.
we're all good to go.
And also with you.
It's really good for podcasts.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Visual stuff.
Now, Marissa, last year we actually had one of your coworkers in Mr. Steve Morrison.
Who showed me up on all of this stuff?
Yes.
Absolutely,
Now,
I'm
he
sure.
is a Trekkie, and he would probably be excited about all this. So when you go into the studio on Monday, mention that they're going to be doing all this new Trek stuff, and he's probably going to pop a little boner for you.
I will. You guys know that when I walk into work, I have to like climb through like Batman
Oh, yeah.
and Iron Man
Who
statues
is
and
your,
everything.
Who's your Batman?
Michael
Ooh.
Keaton, absolutely. Yeah,
I told you
he's
she
the
was
only
gonna say it.
Batman.
You know, I told Sean, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ask her.
Wow.
Who's her Batman? I was like, if she doesn't say Keaton, I'm kicking her off right away.
Who'd you think I was gonna say?
Oh, I didn't have any kind of opinion on what
Okay.
I just said you better not say like Clooney or Kilmer. You know?
Ugh.
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
No, they didn't exist. No, Michael Keaton, I was a Catwoman penguin. In fact, I was just talking about the penguins' death scene the other day because the Philadelphia Zoo got some new penguins.
Ah, yeah.
So I was thinking, I like played that whole scene where they like walk them down, like quacking into the water and like freezing.
See, I'm doing something similar. My wife's pregnant right now, and she's waddling around too, so I keep making fun of her.
Sure, she loves
Do you
that.
think she'll sit on the baby and keep it warm in the
If
winter
she
time?
needs to. I mean, I just got the nursery done up yesterday, so.
When does your penguin egg hatch?
September 27th.
Ooh,
So
exciting.
we're in the 3rd trimester.
November 25th, 1955.
Oh my.
See, we got more Trek clips.
That was, what's his name? I know that.
That's George.
Yes.
George. All right, we have a couple more TV stories to get out of the way. Bill, if you could read our
Out of the
next
way. After 4,000 episodes and 27 seasons, the Jerry Springer Show is calling it quits. The AP reports that that NBC Universal quietly made the decision to shutter the show that has aired in syndication since 1991. Although there was no big announcement about the cancellation, the producers told the AP that there is a possibility of more originals in the future. I didn't even know this show was still going on. Did anybody know that? The fact that this is amazing. I mean,
God.
yeah.
I mean, this, if you're going to watch any kind of just trash TV, this has got to be number 1 on the list. Am I wrong on that statement?
Right, and I don't know how Trump isn't going to bring this show back. You know what I mean? Like, Nazis going up against, like, the LGBT community, like, you know, 5 days a week. I mean, that I feel like that was like
Air
a child-
Force versus Space Force.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Did you hear about that? The Space Force earlier this week? Trump announced that he's going to do a Space Force. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he just needed a distraction.
Right, yeah, absolutely. You know, immigration, yeah, Space Force. But, I mean...
Yeah, we need an American presence in space.
kinda-
The Air Force, the Space Force. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm going to be fully transparent. I kind of want to join up.
I was thinking, well, I'm signed up to go to Mars for that
Are you?
Mars One thing.
That's
yeah,
solid.
I signed up a couple years ago.
Let me know how
My
it
wife
works
said
out.
no, though. This was before we got to
Red Rocks.
Think about how much you can sell that spot for if it really happens.
Oh my God, could you imagine that? I'll be rolling in it. That'd be great.
SpaceX taking you right there.
And we just have one more story to go in our
Ooh, yeah.
TV buzz.
A few weeks after the Roseanne revival was canceled due to Roseanne Barr's racist tweets, ABC has now ordered a replacement series in The Conners. The new series will feature the main cast, except Roseanne, who will have no financial or creative involvement. The 10-episode first season will air on this fall on ABC. How do you feel about a Roseanne show without Roseanne?
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, I
It's
don't
like
even
wiping before you poop.
I don't even see this lasting 10 episodes. Do you?
I'm curious what kind of dramatic death they're going to give her.
Yeah, they got to write her out in like
Yeah.
a stupendous way.
Like she dies in that diner or something?
Yeah. Yeah, the old
That'd be
boss
great.
comes back.
Right.
He's
What
like,
was his name?
I don't know, the guy with the glasses,
Yeah.
and he's like balding.
Right. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the new season?
No.
I watched the first episode, but it was all it was is just debating about Trump. That was the whole thing. I'm like, all right, this is stupid.
All right, I did that with Will and Grace. Like, Will and Grace was good, but I didn't do the Roseanne one.
Yeah, I was never a Will and Grace fan. I mean, were you?
Bill's a big Will and Grace this film. Don't let him.
It's so
fool you.
good. It's so good to watch as like an adult now because it just makes so much more sense. Like all those
are you
jokes.
a Caroline in the City fan too?
Oh,
I used to watch
Wait,
that
can
with
I
my
curse on
parents.
this thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, fuck, I haven't thought about that show in so long. Like from Howard the Duck, I loved Leah
Yeah.
Thompson, and now like Caroline in the City. Yeah, I watched it as a kid.
Yeah. What about Mad About You?
Oh yeah.
Hated
Paul
that
Reiser.
show.
You didn't like that?
I watched it with my parents when I was a little kid too. I hated that one.
I think I just wanted to be like an adult living in the city, so I watched all of those shows.
Yeah.
Friends, Sex and the City, all of them, Will and Grace, and now I'm actually living it. Kind of.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, well.
Slowly learning all of my life's goals on this podcast. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh,
No
absolutely.
problem.
That's what we do. We unlock your dreams and your worst fears.
Does anybody want to do a little guest spot here and give their thoughts about a new Roseanne show without Roseanne? I mean, open mic if you'd like to come up.
Open
Anybody?
mic.
We're giving
What
you
do
the chance now.
What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Were you scared? It's okay.
So, I mean, I wonder if they're going to talk about her a lot. Are they just
I'm
going to
sure
keep
there's going to be
referencing her?
references, and they're probably just going to bash her.
It would be great if it was just a show about all references. Like, oh, yeah, where's Mom? And, like, Mom's just never around.
It'd be like a live-action Family Guy episode.
like Mom just always went out and did something. Yeah, Mom just went and picked up groceries.
She'll be back later.
Yeah, she went to go get gas.
Mom went over Aunt Jackie's house.
I mean, there's shows that have done that. Like,
Oh, sure.
when, oh my God, Katie Seagal and Ed O'Neill, what was that show?
Married
Married
with
with Children.
Yeah.
Remember when she was pregnant and they
Yeah.
had a whole season where she was just like written off and she was visiting her family out west?
Right. Who
Like,
were a bunch
may-
of hicks and, like,
Yeah, so they
Right.
just kept referencing, oh, she's out at the mall or she's out with the
eating
families.
bonbons.
Ah, Christ, Peg.
Hey.
All right, well, that does it for our TV segment. We are now, Bill, going to flip our script and change the focus to the world of film news. We've had a lot of buyout talk going on over not only about since Christmas, but over the last week. It's really gotten going, Bill. So this first one, it's quite a large amount here because AT&T has completed their acquisition of Time Warner for a small fee of $85.4 billion. This deal includes DC Entertainment, Warner Brothers Film and Television Departments, Hanna-Barbera Productions, and other cable networks like HBO, CNN, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, and a joint ownership of the CW along with CBS. So with AT&T now owning all this stuff, they're obviously one of the biggest players, not only in the TV game, but in the movie game as well. We're going to talk a little bit about another company buying another company
Go
right
ahead,
after
just
this.
talk about it.
Well, I want to get on this one
We'll
first.
talk about it.
The other day, I had written an article that's up on our webpage, thecinescape.com, about what's going on with the DC film universe. I do a little segment, what's the deal with? Yeah, like Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with cancer? You know how it goes. I got a little clip of him on there.
It's
So
from
this
an
is,
All
episode.
things you went cancer? Like, of
It's from an-
all
it's from an
things.
episode.
I know, but like.
what's the deal with Ovaltine? The
There we
glass is
go.
round, the jar is round. They should call it Roundtine.
It's gold, Jerry.
Gold. But in the article, I was going over some of the the misfires that Warner Brothers and DC have had with this franchise, comparing it to Disney and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just what's going wrong, and now with this new acquisition, hopefully this kind of turns the tables around and gets DC Entertainment going back in the right direction. Wonder Woman was a good movie. I enjoyed Man of Steel. Justice League was Batman vs. Superman was and Suicide Squad. Bill, you fell asleep during in the theater.
In a lot of those movies.
Yeah, he does. But how do you see not only DC but maybe an HBO or any of these other stations moving forward with new ownership?
I'm going to defer to our guest for that one, being that she's in the industry herself, working for media giants. She's probably got some type of take on this.
I mean, the buyouts are interesting. It definitely provides more money, and it gives them a lights a fire under their ass. So they got to get stuff going, and you have to prove yourself. Obviously, after that, you can't be bought out, do some big acquisition, and then just fall flat because
Right,
then
yeah.
you're just fucked, pretty much. Then you're just fucked. But I don't know. I mean, from everywhere here, so I have to admit, I'm not a big superhero guy. So you guys have to tell me, DC it's all the Batman and Superman and all that
Superman,
stuff, right?
Aquaman, all those guys.
Okay. Aquaman's coming out with a new movie, right?
Yeah, December.
So that's already
Takes
been
place
produced.
underwater.
Oh, no, I knew that from Entourage. I'm good with that, guys.
Spider-Man, underwater.
I don't know. And, like, what happened with the Joker movie? Is something happening
Well,
there?
there's apparently 2 separate Joker movies, one with Jared Leto, one with Joaquin Phoenix. Then they're going to do, like, a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. It's just getting out of hand. I don't know, who is making the decisions over at DC, but, I mean, just give us, like, the next movie coming out, and that's it. I don't want to hear about a Nightwing movie or a Robin movie or a Lobo movie. I'm sure Marissa knows every one of these characters.
I knew Robin.
There you go. She's got one. But just give us one. Tell us what's coming out next, and then we don't want to hear anything else about it until it actually comes out. Because every time Comic-Con comes around and they announce, oh, well, we're going to do this movie, that, and the other thing, and then they wind up never happening, and it just goes to show that the direction from whoever's in charge just isn't there. So stick with one thing, make it right, put it out, and we'll go on a trial by trial basis. That's the way that I feel about it. You're not Marvel, you're not Disney. You don't know what you're doing.
Well, so I was going to kind of say, take the model that Marvel has given. Just lay it out. Marvel, for the next 20 years, we know what's coming out.
Right, yeah.
Obviously, they're succeeding, so just copy whatever the hell they're doing and try your best to copy and do it as okay as them.
Yeah, be a copycat.
Right? Be
That's
a biter.
what they should have did before Justice League came
Biter.
out. They failed at that. Can't
Anybody
even
still using the
copyright.
word biter?
I say biter sometimes.
Try to bring it back.
Well, we're bringing it back.
It's
What's your
right
name?
here, right now.
What's your name, miss? Oh, I was close. I was going to say Sandra.
Rose is the name of the ghost that haunts my house, actually. So we got
That's
that in
interesting.
common. All right, moving on. We're going to stick on the money topic here, Bill.
Yeah.
Because weeks after Comcast outbid Disney for the Fox rights to a tune of $65 billion, Disney has responded with a new offer of $71.3 billion in cash and stocks. Included in the buyouts is FX Networks, National Geographic, a 30% stake in Hulu, a 31.9% stake in the European Sky Broadcast Network, and Fox's film and television production
The only thing that I
studios.
care about this news is
X-Men. Right? Am I wrong? X-Men.
Yeah, but you know what?
X-Men.
Okay. But don't you think it's time?
X-Men.
Yeah, okay,
That's
I
it.
got it. Right? But
Fantastic Four?
no.
No?
I'm just saying I think it's time that they change their name to 21st Century Fox.
Well, they did.
Like, come
already.
on.
It is 21st Century Fox. Yeah, that's a thing.
Check your facts.
Yeah, it's a thing. Do you want to be the new co-host of the Cinescape podcast?
There's obviously a new spot opening very soon.
Wow.
Well, I didn't know that, okay? I mean,
So when whoever they wind up selling to, Fox is going to still be Fox, but they're going to be new Fox, and whoever acquires all their other properties.
what about Red Fox?
Yeah, that's going to be a thing too. Say Marvel does wind up with X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool back. Just think of the limitless possibilities that you're going to be able to have in there. You're going to have all these characters done right, shooting the shit with each other.
Right? All these characters.
Marissa
Right?
Shit, Marissa?
Does that mean we get new X-Men on Deadpool?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be
Absolutely.
crossing over.
yeah, they're all going to be together. Captain
Cool.
America's going to be making fun of Deadpool and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, moving along. Robert Zemeckis. We know Robert Zemeckis,
Yeah,
right?
Back to the
the Future fame. Well, do you know what he's doing right now, Bill?
Anal?
I don't mean right at this second.
I
He
was just
could
taking a
be.
guess. I mean,
Well, he's been tapped to write and direct a new film adaptation of the Roald Dahl classic children's book, The Witches. The book was previously adapted in the 1990 Angelica Houston-starred film, but Zemeckis is said to be taking on a more faithful adaptation to the original story. Alfonso Cuarón and Guillermo del Toro will serve as producers.
I thought you
for
said
the show.
raw dog at first.
Raw dog?
Yeah, I was like, wait, this sounds
No.
terrible.
That's the X-rated cut. I
Yeah.
believe. No raw dog in this one.
Okay.
Bill, when we were talking about the story the other day, you said you didn't remember this movie. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know.
All right, well, I don't want to hear from you anymore. Marissa,
right.
what do you think about The Witches being remade?
It's okay because it kind of came and went. It was Angelica Houston. I was more of like a Matilda and James and the Giant Peach.
She got put in the chokey a lot.
My grandmother called me Matilda, so it was kind of my namesake. But yeah, I actually vaguely just remember the movie, so I think a remake is totally on point.
Now, for me, that movie, I remember reading the book as a kid too, but that movie was pretty terrifying. You know, if you're like a 6, 7-year-old kid watching that, you know, when their faces kind of melt and they show the real forms, and then they're turning all the kids into mice and all that good stuff. Yeah, terrifying stuff for a youngster. With this saying that it's going to be more faithfully adapted from the book, I think that's going to push the limits even more from the original film into what they can do with it now. It's going to be even more scary. So
I think kids this day can handle it. They need some scary shit in their lives.
They do. I try to scare my kids as much as possible.
Oh, you guys have kids, like multiple kids?
Well, I do. They're not mine. I just take care of them.
That's cool.
No, I have 2 stepkids at home.
Oh, that's awesome. How old are they?
17 and 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enough, Marissa. This isn't a family program.
Look, she's invited for Sunday dinner this weekend, so.
I've already dropped 4 curse words. It felt really good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's visceral.
Yeah, guttural.
Guttural.
Bill, we have just one more flipping the script story, and this is one that really pains me as I'm a giant fan of this franchise.
I just, before you talk real quick,
Sure.
I've been timing the person that went into that bathroom, and it's been a
Get
pretty
the stopwatch going?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're all right in there.
I mean, I'm just saying, she might have went in there for a number 1, but it's turned into be a number 2.
Maybe she's having some turtle power on there.
Make sure you all stare at her. When she
As a girl who's used a bathroom at Tattooed Moms, you have to do everything not to touch anything. So I give her a few extra
She's
minutes.
like hovering right now.
my ass just touched a bumper sticker.
There's also a lot to take in on the wall, so you got to give yourself a minute there.
Especially if you have OCD, I guess.
All right.
Well, finally, Bill. Sometimes I have to rein him back in.
There is no Febreze in that bathroom.
Paramount and Michael Bay still aren't done destroying the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, as a new reboot has been announced with Bay attached as an executive producer. No word on casting has been announced as of yet. Like I said, I'm a giant Turtle fan. The comics, the 90s animated series, I had every action figure and toy. You know, the Technodrome, I got that for Christmas one year, and my stepdad had to put the damn thing together, and he got so pissed off because there's so many parts and stickers and everything. When the first 2 newest ones with all the CGI came out, I hated them. When I reviewed the last one, I gave it a 0 out of 10. I hated every second that I had to sit in that theater and watch that movie, and now they're just going to keep doing it. Bill, why do they keep doing this to the Ninja Turtles? Honestly.
Because they're mutants. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
so?
what happens when you're not,
Mutant and
part of
proud.
a select cast of society. Is that society will pick you out and shun you and make you do terrible reboots over and over and over again.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Marissa, you're a big Turtle fan. What do you think about more terrible Turtle movies?
I am. Michelangelo is my favorite.
Okay.
I do have to say, though I do not support any of these new reboots, I appreciate that it's keeping it alive for the younger generations, because at least the kids keep loving it, and anything they can do to make a buck. I was just at dinner with the girl who wrote the Ninja Turtles cookbook.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day, kind of like the Kiss franchise. You keep just doing whatever you can do.
How many other recipes are in that book? I mean, because all they ate was pizza.
Yeah.
So
Pizza with
Pizza-
anchovies.
Yeah, there's pizza
Right.
bagels, there's pizza bites.
Is it all pizza though?
I'm gonna have
Or is
dinner
it like,
with her again
is there
and
like
find
a
out.
chicken parm in there, like wraps?
Did you ever
like
have chicken parm pizza?
No, I
Go
haven't.
to Amato's back when I home. They got good
I
chicken parm pizza.
All right, stop.
Yeah, Turtles. Anybody else? Are we excited? Disingenuous about Turtles? Anything? We don't really care.
Rose. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Now they're
Right.
like 7-foot tall monster turtles, and that doesn't make sense.
We don't need that.
No, we don't.
It did bring back that Vanilla Ice Kraft macaroni and cheese commercial last year, though. Remember
Yeah.
that? The mom's like walking down the aisle, and Vanilla Ice is stacking mac and cheese onto the shelves. And he's like, "Go
It's
ninjas,
funny because he's
go
like
ninjas,
a
go."
construction worker or some shit now, like totally out of the music business. Remember, he was on like some reality VH1 show.
Right.
They're showing his like everyday life, and poor Vanilla Ice, man, ninja rap.
Yeah, now
Bring
he
it
flips
back.
houses and does Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, that's solid.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our Flipping the Script segment. Since we have a lovely audience in front of us, we wanted to give you guys a little bit of swag to take home. There you go.
Oh, what is
He's got the
what are
pizza
the
cookbook
recipes?
right now. Pizza cookbook.
It's on Amazon for like 99 cents, I'm sure.
99 cents, I'll buy it.
Any Star Wars fans in here?
Mr. David O'Steele is
Okay.
here. David
for all.
is running the sound equipment. Big ups to David, first of all, for volunteering his time.
Big ups.
At the end of 2017, we actually had David in studio to be a part of our trivia game. He did suck. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, but he had a great time. We had a great time. So we want to thank David for doing that and being here and helping us out today. So thank you very much, David.
Thank you, Dave.
But we do, like I just alluded to with the trivia, we have some trivia today that we're going to give to Marissa. And depending on how well she answers, we're going to have some prizes to give away to you guys. We have posters, we have DVDs, and just something that we scored today if we have any Star Wars fans. Yeah. This is our sponsor, Andy from Alternate Dimension Toys in Newtown, PA. Make
Yeah,
sure
that's
you
some
stop
real
in
shit
there.
right there. That's some Kenner 1970s
He
Star Wars.
graciously gave us this to give away to one lucky person. So one of you guys are going to walk away with this item today. That's all. Yeah. First one to take down David wins. But we're going to grease him up first. So this is how this is going to work. If Marissa correctly answers one of our questions, you are going to get a prize out of our prize bag. We're going to save the Star Wars one for last because we want a real Star Wars fan to get it. We'll ask specific Star Wars questions for this item. But for now, I have 15 questions. We might not have that many people in here, so we'll cut it down a little bit. But like I said, Marissa, if you get a correct answer, we will give one person something out of our goodie bag. How's
I'm
that sound?
getting nervous. Should we see if we get it wrong, they get a prize?
What do we think? If she gets it right or
I
she
don't
gets
know.
it wrong?
So far tonight.
Raise your hand if you think if she gets it right, you get a prize. We got one.
We have one,
we got
two,
two.
three.
Raise your hand if she gets it wrong, you get a prize. Ooh, you know what? I like that. How
Okay.
about we'll pick one? We'll do each question one by one.
Friends were out there and we brought them in.
Yeah, we'll just go one by one.
I got friends out there to bring
Yeah,
in.
go get them in. Get them in.
Get them in here. All right. Let's do
Here's
this,
what we'll do.
Rose.
We'll go around the room and we'll bring up one person at a time. They will work with Marissa, and if they both get the answer correct, then they'll get a prize. How's that sound?
Oh, I like it.
Beautiful. We're just going to start on the right side of the room here.
Come on over, guys. We're playing. We're playing together. Steve's not going to answer his phone.
No, I could phone Steve. I have his phone number.
Like, hi, who the hell is this?
All right, Marissa, who do you have up for question number one?
What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew.
All right, Andrew and Marissa. This is a cartoon question. What kind of animal was Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life?
Oh, I got it.
He was a wallaby.
Yes, that was it.
Give me your final answer. You said he was
Wallaby?
He was a wallaby.
I concur.
That is correct.
Yes, thank you.
Sir, you have just won yourself an Ant-Man movie poster from the first Ant-Man. The sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, comes out in just 2 weeks, so enjoy that and go see the next movie. Thank you very much.
Glad you said that because I was totally going to say an anteater, not a wallaby.
No.
But it makes sense because it was down under.
Anteater and
Gila
Aardvark
monster.
coming out this fall.
I mean, I own up to it. Whatever.
All right, we're going to get our next contestant up as David is adjusting my equipment, our equipment, sorry. Get it?
Who's up?
Yeah, I get
Who's
it.
up?
He's
Come on up,
adjusting your
guys. Come on up,
equipment.
come on up.
Get it? Get it?
Yeah.
All right, Marissa has, what's your name?
Trip.
Trip. All right, Bill,
Confident
read him his question, which comes from the comedy TV category.
Though his real name is never revealed, the character of Fez on That 70s Show is actually an acronym. What does Fez stand for?
That's a
What
tough
does
one.
Fez
What does
stand for?
Fez stand-
Foreign
they-
exchange. I mean, is it foreign exchange student?
Students,
Like,
I don't know where the Z comes from, but that would be logical. Foreign exchange student. I have no idea. I've watched like 2 episodes of that show.
What's your final answer?
well, now we say, was it FES or FEZ?
Oh, it could be FES. Yeah, let's go with
It
foreign
could
exchange.
be.
All right, it's FES and it's foreign exchange student. Got it.
That is absolutely correct. Foreign exchange student. Bill, tell him what he's won.
You've won a poster from Terminator Genesis.
All right, the
Hey.
critically acclaimed, Oscar-winning Terminator Genesis. Thank you very much for
Come on up here.
playing. We have our third contestant of the round,
What's your name?
Caroline.
Caroline,
Caroline
in the city.
in the city.
She's here to play, ladies and gentlemen. Caroline, your question comes from the comedy movies category. And your question is thus. Russell Brand's character of Aldous Snow in Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get Him to the Greek is the frontman for what fictional band?
Ooh.
I can repeat the question if you need me to. It's a tough one. He's the same role in both
African
movies.
Child, and I can name all the songs, but I can't remember the name of the.
They're working it out. They're trying to figure out the
Band.
correct band name. If anybody in the audience wants to try to help them out.
Are
We're
we?
still-
If that's it over
They're going to go with
there, from
Infant
that
Sorrow
guy.
is correct for a Justice League movie poster. Caroline, the big winner.
I can
Thank
name most
you,
of those characters on
Caroline.
that one.
Marissa is moving along
All right,
to
come
get
on over, guys.
our
I only have so much cords,
next
so come
competitor,
to me.
Lakoya.
LaKoya. Your question,
I'm
LaKoya,
actually
comes.
taller than Lakoya. That's
There
cool.
you
That
go.
doesn't happen very often.
Your question comes from the action adventure movies category that Bill is going to read to you. Bill, go ahead.
All right, here we go. John Rambo is a veteran of what war?
Ooh, what war?
I know this one. I'm pretty sure it's Vietnam. Yeah. See, I had it. Listen, Rambo used to sleep in my Barbie dream house with Barbies. It's the only way I could get.
Oh, look out!
It's the only way I could get my brother to play dolls with
my
me. He used to get the top floor.
So
You going to
LaKoya,
Vietnam?
Vietnam.
Vietnam, she says.
That's
is
correct.
correct. We're gonna reach into our bag, Bill.
right.
Bill, pull out something there. Pull something out of your sack. Don't pull out your sack. Give her something good. What do we got? Root around in there. Jiggle it around in there, Bill. What
Do you guys
think?
all know each other? Oh, I love it. A little party of tattooed moms.
All right, LaKoya, you are going to win a DVD copy of the Super
There you
Plumber
go.
Brothers DVD. Now, we have these gentlemen in studio. They do great parodies of Super Mario Brothers, putting them into real-life situations and scenarios. Hysterical, great guys. I think you're going to enjoy it.
It's gonna be great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for playing, LaKoya. Next up, we have a new competitor.
What's your name?
Kristen.
Kristen's wearing some
Kristen.
awesome pants, too.
Oh,
This
they
is
look
a
very
very,
comfortable.
very
Paint the picture.
stylish crowd here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Look at that. What's that? Look at that jacket.
It's
that
a
Marissa's
jacket.
wearing.
It's a
Yeah, it
bomber
is a jacket.
Thank you.
I feel like my parents had that as furniture, like in the 80s.
Am I the first girl you guys have ever had in your podcast?
No, but probably the last.
All right, Kristen, your question comes from a Denzel Washington category. Denzel Washington.
Fucking Denzel.
What drug did Denzel Washington get Ethan Hawke to take in Training Day?
I still haven't done this drug yet.
Well, that rules out most of them. I just met you guys. I'm just making guesses. I'm gonna go with some crack cocaine. What do you think?
Yeah.
She
I
says
feel like
They're
crack.
gonna say crack cocaine.
Oh, unfortunately, crack cocaine is incorrect. Does anybody else in the audience want to give a venture,
Anyone
I
else?
guess.
Anyone else?
Heroin. What? Because we're from Bucks County, you're gonna say heroin? Is that how that works?
Guys are just
No.
feeding into it.
No. Bill, the correct answer was
PCP.
PCP.
Also
Angel
known
dust.
as angel dust.
Sherman Helmsley.
Yeah. The Sherm. Don't they call it the Sherm? I think I saw that on an episode of Cops.
I don't know. Maybe.
What happened to Cops? That was
Yeah,
It's,
right?
it's
Cops-
still on.
And now it's live PD.
No.
You get to see people arrested
Cops
in
is
real
still
time.
on. They have like 4 new episodes a week on a block.
Yeah.
And who actually signed the affidavit that said, "Sure, put my face on this show"?
Yeah, I know, right? Kristen, thank you very much for playing.
Sorry,
Unfortunately,
Kristen.
we're going to have to move on to the next contestant.
Come on up here. Do this with me.
Ooh, that's okay. We'll help you along.
What's your name?
For you.
Susan.
Susan, your question comes from the drama movies category. Drama movies, Bill. Go ahead, read her question.
Okay. In 1999's The Green Mile.
Wait, really? Oh,
You're making us
Wait,
feel old
you were
up here.
3 in 1999?
Oh, my goodness.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
Do you know what a 401k is?
It doesn't mean 1,000.
I might have this one, so just bear with us.
All
Come
right, all right. Let's see if they can pull this out. In 1999's The Green Mile, Michael Clark Duncan's character befriends a mouse.
Mm.
What did he name that mouse?
And it's not Sarah either, David.
I want to say it was a Mr. something, but
You would be correct on that
I
part.
thought you were just going to ask what did he befriend, and I knew I had a
Mr.
mouse. Mr.
Mr.
Littering and littering and
Mr. No, I'm literally turning
Look in
around.
the wrong
and
direction
heads
there.
are shaking everywhere.
Anybody want to help her out?
Mr.
Anybody?
Miss.
It's a mouse in this movie, and Mr. Mickey is now. I'm gonna give a countdown here, Bill, of 5.
Give me a first letter.
J.
Mr. Jingles Jangles. Mr. Jangles.
She said,
Mr.
Mr.
Jingles.
Jingles is correct. Mr. Jingles is the correct answer. The circus mouse. Beautiful mouse. I love that mouse. He died, and
Yes, he did.
Michael Clark Duncan brought him back to life. Powerful scene.
all right, get to know white people with Redneck Comedy
Oh,
Roundup.
all right. I was waiting for somebody to get that one. Enjoy the top
Nothing.
stand-up from the likes of Bill Engvall and Jeff Foxworthy as you...
If you didn't know you were a redneck, you will with this comedy special.
You guys are introducing Jeff Foxworthy to a whole new generation,
Oh,
so
yeah.
thank you.
All right, welcome. The bathroom's right over there. Feel free to flush twice. All right.
And come win surprises afterwards, guys.
Did you notice 2 at a time have been going into the women's room?
Oh.
Yeah, but we got.
Do they have a
we got a
divider, or
urinal
is it
and-
just,
I mean, there's
a la
2
carte?
toilets in the men's room, but that's that bridge there, right?
Yeah, I try to like stuff something underneath the doorknob so nobody can jiggle it.
Yeah, I don't want to see your stream. All right, let's
All right,
move
we
on.
have some more questions and some more
Ladies,
competitors.
come on
I think
over,
it's
Rose.
Rose's turn.
Come on, Rose.
Come on,
Rose
Rose.
needs a drink. She's been holding that empty glass for the entire. Yeah.
I do too. Somebody get Rose and I a drink.
Yeah.
Rose, you have a question in the fantasy science fiction category.
He did say these are some of my favorite movies.
Yes,
I wrote,
absolutely.
So we're going here.
So we'll see how well Rose and Marissa can do. Rose, in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, what nickname, it's fantasy sci-fi, fantasy
Getting called out.
and sci-fi trip, come on. In the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, what nickname does Will Turner's father have?
Will.
Hey.
I think Rose knows it. I think she's just like
I
she's
think
trying
she
to think of
knows.
it really hard.
What is it, Rose?
Rose, help me out.
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap is correct.
Bootstrap Bill
Bootstrap
Turner.
is correct, as Bill's going to give Rose
All
a
right,
prize.
let's see what I got. Let's
Give
see
me
what I got.
something good, Bill.
Give you something good. I'll give you something.
Tell me something good.
All right, you got season 1 of Arrested Development on DVD.
That's
season
really
1 of the
good.
Right
Arrested
where it
Development
all
series.
started.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hope you enjoy that one, Rose.
As we go into the manager's room.
Ooh,
Bill is going to read our next contestant her question.
What's your name?
Joyce.
Joyce. Joyce, you a big
Joyce.
fan of Preston Steve?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. I got a woo out of Joyce. Oh, thanks, guys.
You wanna give
Stall
her
as
this
long
one?
as I can
All
for you
right,
guys.
Give her that one.
As long as you can for me, right? That's I need it.
All right, Joyce, you're going to get a question from the horror movie
well,
category.
Wait,
horror
wait.
movies.
That's a
Joyce,
loss.
do you say horror or horror?
Horror.
Horror. Yeah, horror.
Okay.
Joyce is a Delco chick,
Horror.
guys.
All right, Joyce, I'm going to need you to sit back down.
But I live in Jesco now.
Ah. Well, I went to school at Westchester, so
So,
we're
there you go.
we're
9
okay.
miles.
Okay. Bill, read Joyce her
Now that you
question.
guys are closer, great. Michael Myers' iconic mask is molded from the face of what real-life actor?
Ooh. Who do they make his mask
I
from?
knew this, and I think it's something that we talked about earlier. It's a Star Trek character.
It is.
I'm going to believe, I was going to concur with that. William Shatner, is that what we're saying?
Joyce says William Shatner, Bill, and Joyce is
Correct.
correct. Bill Shatner. Bill is going to get her prize. Thank you very much, Joyce. William Shatner was actually here. I believe he was at the Man
You
a
got
couple weeks
Larry
ago.
the Cable Guys. Get her done.
Oh,
Oh, who does it?
Larry the
Oh, there you
Cable
go.
Guys, classic Get Her Done.
Classic. Get her done.
You
on
can have fun
DVD.
watching that in your double wide tonight.
We had an entire interview with Larry the Cable Guy, and he never said get her done. And we said, as soon as we were hanging up with him, we said, oh, we didn't say it. He called back 5 minutes later and said, well, let me just say it to the guys real quick. And he called back just to say get her done.
His name isn't really Larry.
It's not.
It's like Dan.
It's like Dan.
I think it's really Dan.
Just ruined everything for me, guys.
Sorry to pull back the curtain.
I heard he's not even a cable guy.
No, I don't think he is either. We have a couple more contestants that have not gotten questions. Who is next, please?
Come on over here, sir.
just
This
have-
gentleman
Just
here.
have one?
This gentleman
Come
here.
on up. You know you want something.
Yeah.
You know you want it. Ooh. Backdoor Sluts 9.
Really
What's your
got
name?
really got better then.
I'm Matt.
Hi,
Hi,
Matt.
Hi.
Hi.
Matt, you look like a big comic book movie fan. Is that true?
No.
No? You sure?
I promise.
Are you a big wrestling fan by any chance?
I've been to a couple matches
Okay.
in my day.
All right. Well, this is going to combine both of those
Oh,
things. So
boy.
take wrestling, take comic book movies, put them right together.
Andre the Giant.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Don't
Matt,
mess this
the
up, I
late
want a
great
DVD.
Macho Man Randy Savage makes a cameo in the first Sam Raimi directed Spider-Man film as the wrestler Bonesaw. Are you familiar?
No.
Bonesaw is ready.
How
I did
long,
see this one.
How long was Peter Parker given to last in his match versus Bonesaw?
You got this for me?
Nope. 10 seconds. 8 seconds. We going with 8 seconds? How do you feel about 8 seconds, Matt?
That's a rodeo right there. Yeah, let's go with 8 seconds then.
He's going to go with 8 seconds.
Ah.
Unfortunately, Bill, how
It
long did
was
he get?
3 minutes.
3 minutes of
playtime.
playtime. Thank you very much for playing, Matt.
You gotta
If you're a big Star, if you're a Star Wars guy, we have some questions for you. Everybody in the room has gotten a chance to compete, correct? All right. Here's what we're gonna do while we just have another minute or two. We want to give away this lovely Star Wars prize pack, and we need 3 Star Wars fans. If you are a Star Wars fan, get yourself up over here. We need 3 Star Wars fans.
Trip sounds like a guy would buy weed from in like Jersey or something, right? Just
And
saying.
Delco, right?
Delco. Chesco. Yeah, that's where
Chesco,
the,
yeah,
that's where that
Chester.
good shit is, right?
All right, so here's how this giveaway is going to work. We're going to ask each one of you a Star Wars question. If you get the question wrong on your first try, you are automatically eliminated from contention. If you answer correctly, you remain in until you are the last person standing. Does everybody understand how this works? All right, so we're going to go left to right here. My left, we're going to stick with LaKoya, correct?
I'm just going to hang out and be your Vanna White and help you guys over
She,
here, okay?
Marissa is
Cool.
going to
It's like what I do every day, so I kind of feel at home.
Bill, read LaKoya a question.
Yes. I'll just start from the top here. All right. Wait, let me get the top. Whose DNA was used to clone? I can't read when you put shit up
Sorry.
in front
Her
of me.
face is already.
Whose
looking bad
DNA
now.
was used to clone the clone army?
Django Fett.
Django
Django
Fett!
Fett is
That's correct!
correct. And LaKoya stays
I
alive
also
here.
want to say I'm doing this for my husband. He's a huge Star Wars.
Oh,
All right, then.
that's even better.
Then that's
That is
awesome.
even better. We're going to go down the line. We're going to go back to Trip. Trip, I'm going to ask you your Star Wars question. In the Star Wars franchise, who voices Yoda?
Frank Oz.
Frank Oz, he says, is correct. And Trip stays alive. Frank Oz, Yoda. Bill, read. Andrew is next question.
In The Phantom Menace. How
Not a prequel fan here.
how is the Force measured?
You don't know? Really? No. Oh, wait. In
No helping here.
Fuck. Never. I can't remember.
Countdown of
Macron.
5,
Macron or
4, 3, 2,
ounces.
1. Ounces is incorrect, Bill. The correct answer was
Midichlorians.
midichlorians. You could see it was right there at the precipice, and he just couldn't pull
He was
it.
saying like macrons, microns, macaroni.
So close.
He was almost there.
Ugh. So we have 2 competitors remaining for this lovely Star Wars prize. We're going to go back to LaKoya for her question.
Doesn't it kind of look like the guy on the right, like the commander? Kind of looks
Right.
like he has that like the hair from what's her name from Mad TV? Oh, you look like a man. You look
Miss
like-
Swan?
Yeah, Miss Swan. Looks like Miss Swan.
Inigo Montoya. All right, your question, LaKoya. What is the name of Leia's adoptive father? What is the name of Leia's adoptive father?
I actually have no idea.
All right. If Trip gets this answer correct, and that correct answer was Bail Organa. If Trip gets this answer correct, he is the winner of our prize. Bill, pick a question for Trip.
Okay, here we go. What planet does Leia tell Vader the rebel base is on?
In the first Star Wars movie.
I don't know that either. Sorry.
Does not know it. Oh my goodness. David wins. All right, we have one more for LaKoya. Who is Darth Sidious? Who is Darth Sidious?
I just want to say my husband makes me watch these movies.
Oh.
You already? Or you didn't even give her a countdown?
Pre-jacked a little there.
Aw. See, I should get another question then.
Well, who is he? Because we got to get this going.
All right, Darth Sidious. Is he like the crazy guy that's like in charge?
We would need a name for said crazy guy in charge.
I'll give you 5.
I don't have a name.
All right. For the win here, what job did Luke's aunt and uncle have?
Moisture
on
farmers.
Tatooine? Moisture farmers is correct.
Which for
and
s-
we have a winner.
Which for some reason has a seasonal harvest.
And it's on a desert planet.
Yes,
where there's no
seasonal
moisture,
moisture, apparently.
is. Trip is the winner of our Star Wars giveaway. Very nice. Courtesy of Alternate Dimension Toys in Newtown, PA. Stop in today for the largest collection of toys, collectibles, and Funko Pop figures, I may add. With that, that is going to wrap up our version of the Philly Podcast Festival Cinescape podcast. Thank you all for being here.
This was a great time. You know, we should
Yeah,
do this
we'll have to
again.
be back next year.
Yeah, thank you to Marissa for
Yes,
coming
thank
out
you
here.
very much,
We're gonna
Marissa,
have
of
to
the
get her a
Preston Steve
refill on her
Show.
drink. You know what I mean?
Thank you, David, for running the boards over there today. And Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
We'll
Doctor.
see you, Durka.
Doctor.
Durka.
No, I'm saying.